Wolves. Pineview Panthers will be the home team. Green Canyon, the visiting team. Thank you for joining us today. It's Caden Formaster here and Mark Musgrave.
The voice you know. Well, for at least half of our market anyways, half of our listeners. We're also being broadcast up in Cache Valley, our friends up there at 104.5 The Ranch. So we welcome all of you to this 4A championship game.
Absolutely. In the consolation bracket, the winner of this game will move on to face Crimson Cliffs later today in a doubleheader. The loser will go home. They'll be done.
Yeah, and the Green Canyon fans are thinking, it's a shorter drive for Pineview to go home, so we'd much rather have it be them that has to go home today.
Yeah, if it's a them or us mentality, I mean, for sure. Well, Abe Olsen, center fielder for Green Canyon. First pitch comes in at a ball. Today, the pitcher for Pineview is Aiden Mace.
And he has definitely gotten some varsity time this year, Aiden has, and pitched relatively well for the Panthers.
Second pitch delivered and high for ball two. Now, for our Cache Valley listeners, you might hear this number and it might scare you a little. 91 degrees currently.
Yeah, we're looking for a high of, my watch says we're looking for a high of 99 today, so let's just call it 100.
It's going to get warm as this one's fouled away by Abe Olsen for 2-1 count. Especially these middle games of the day, the second, third games of the day, they're spicy. It's warm out here.
Yes, that is for sure.
Pitch delivered and fouled away. 2-2 count now for Abe Olsen, leadoff batter for Green Canyon. Green Canyon wearing the white jerseys, and Pineview with the black tops with white pants. And those black jerseys have to be warm.
I still think it's impressive how Green Canyon got here. Being the 9th seed, they beat Mountain Crest in the Super Regionals.
Full count now to Abe Olsen.
They face, let's see, who they faced Crimson Cliffs in the first.
Popped up. Infield's got it. That's third base coming over Ian Becker to make the grab.
They faced a tough Crimson Cliffs team in the first round of bracket play in bracket number 2. Then they go on to face Desert Hills, and they beat them pretty handily yesterday, 12-4. And now they find themselves up against another Region 10 team in the Pineview Panthers.
Brings up Cade Atkinson, second base for Green Canyon. Here's the pitch. Right in the zone for strike one. Well, it's a 0-1 count with one out now. Well, breaking ball just stayed inside a little too far for ball one.
Yeah, good off-speed pitch there by Aiden Mace to go along with that fastball. If he can change speeds like that and keep it in the zone, these Green Canyon hitters will have a task in front of them.
Big swing from Atkinson for strike 1-2 count. Mark, you sent me those rosters, those lineups. I just now got them. It's being a little slow today. But luckily we already have the lineups. We're good. Next pitch coming in is strike, swinging. So Atkinson goes down for strike number 3 and out number 2.
Aiden Mace for the Panthers looking pretty strong on the mound right there. He's got good control as of right now. We'll kind of keep an eye on that. We've seen some pitchers just today start off really strong, and then by inning 3, whether it was due to the heat or they're just not used to throwing that many pitches, they struggled.
Brings up Zach Geertsen, third base for Green Canyon. Puts this one foul and out of play for strike one.
Our first game of the day was, who was it? Bear River and Snow Canyon. And Snow Canyon took it to Bear River 11-1.
Yep, they put on the 10-run mercy rule in the bottom of the 6th as this pitch from Mace coming in as a strike, so it's an 0-2 count. And after Bear River had such a good game against Dixie the night before, tough loss for Bear River in a 2-1 matchup. It just fell, and again, fell today, and so they're out. It's swing and a miss for strike 3 and out number 3. So 2 strikeouts to start off the day here for Pineview. So they'll come up to the batter's box with some momentum.
Yeah, Aiden Mace, 2 strikeouts in the top of the first. Looks really good. His control, his command looks really good. Like I said before, he's changing speeds really nicely, and he's also changing the eye level of the hitters as well. That last pitch was probably up around the letters, if not even a little bit higher, and the hitter just couldn't catch up to it.
Well, we will take a minute break and be back with you for the bottom of the first in just a minute here from Boosters Field at Dixie State University.
Thank you for voting Adams Wealth Advisors the gold winner for Best Financial Planner in the Best of Northern Utah competition. Understanding your family, jobs, and goals is how Adams Wealth Advisors will continue to earn your trust.
This is Craig Adams. At Adams Wealth Advisors, we are here to help you receive peace of mind whether you've done a lot of planning or a little planning. Count on our team at Adams Wealth Advisors for honesty, professionalism, and integrity.
Visit adamswealthadvisors.com or call 752-1702 to schedule a time with an advisor today. Please see adamswealthadvisors.com for more information on these recent awards.
T-shirts are more popular than ever. The one that has the perfect statement or a one-of-a-kind design. They really do make you look. Great Basin Graphics has the best screen printers and equipment creating custom, retail-quality shirts at great prices. Employees look great and clients will always wear high-quality T-shirts advertising your product or service. Great Basin Graphics design, screen print, and embroider everything and anything. Google Great Basin Graphics or visit their new location at 966 West 400 North.
Great Basin Graphics, we made you look.
Baseball bracket play. Green Canyon just took the field. We're going into the bottom of the first, 0-0, but with Pineview with their hacks coming up. We do want to thank some of our sponsors up in the Cache Valley area. Adams Wealth Advisors, we appreciate your support. Also, Great Basin Graphics. McDonald's, you know what sounds pretty good right now is a Big Mac. It is time for a Big Mac. The Old Grist Mill and the Logo Shop, thank you for your Region 11 support on 104.5 The Ranch.
And I could go for a couple McDoubles, too, You know what
I like?
A little smaller, a little simpler. I like those.
I like the spicy McChickens.
Yeah.
Now, those are pretty tasty.
Yeah, those are good.
But don't tell our sponsor, Chick-fil-A, that I do go there sometimes as
Well,
opposed
you
to
can go to both. You can go to both. Sometimes you're just feeling a McChicken.
That's
Sometimes
right.
you're feeling a number one.
It's
Chick-fil-A.
true.
It's fine.
It is so true. Devin McDonald, you know that we well, that's funny. Devin McDonald,
Devin McDonald, who is our Chick-fil-A.
We do appreciate your support for sure.
Luke Iverson going to step into the box of lefty here for Pineview to face off against Riker Erickson for Green Canyon, who's pitching today. So we got a little righty-lefty battle to start things off in the bottom of the first.
Luke Iverson, the typical leadoff hitter.
He's going to rip one right towards second, fielded well, and it's over to first in time, almost off. The throw's almost off, but it gets into Coleman Bob's glove for out number one.
He didn't even give me a chance to finish my sentence, but he has speed, he's got good hands, and then he grounds out to second base. Luke, give me a little time, bro.
Brings up Andrew Shakespeare, left fielder. And now we finally got that breeze starting to kick in.
Yeah,
It's
it feels good.
We've had that early afternoon breeze every day so far this week, but today it's taking a little longer for it to get here. This one fouled away, out of play. It'll be strike one for Andrew Shakespeare. Shakespeare, another left-handed batter.
On the mound for the Wolves, number 25, Riker Erickson.
A little high on this pitch for ball one. 1-1 count with one out. High for ball two.
And how Pineview got here, they were the number 3 seed. They had the bye for the Super Regionals. They went up against Desert Hills in the first round of bracket play, beat them 7-3.
This one is also fouled away, but well hit. Had some power behind it.
And then they went up against a hot-hitting Crimson Cliffs team. Crimson took it to them 16-2, and that is where Pineview finds themselves right now, is up against Green Canyon.
Yep, 2-2 count now with only one out. Shakespeare delivers one into right, going back on it. Off the top of the wall, he's rounding first. He's going to round second and go for third. He'll have himself a stand-up triple. Andrew Shakespeare.
Wow, big
Good
time.
piece of hitting.
Big time hit by Shakespeare right off the top of the wall at the Greater Zion logo out there, just left of the Nike swoosh here at Brucehurst Field. And not just a triple, but a stand-up triple. Great hit.
That hit maybe a foot and a half below a home run right there. He hit that thing about 340-plus feet.
I think he hit the word greater.
I think he did. Off the plate, runner's going to go from third. He's going to score easily, so Pineview will take a lead in this one after a pass ball and a triple from Andrew Shakespeare. And Brandon Roundy, shortstop, up to bat for Pineview, is facing a 1-0 count now.
Brandon Roundy, for some of our Cache Valley listeners, he is one of 2 sets of twins. Him and his brother Brock Roundy, and then also the Panthers have Dylan and Ian Becker. They've got 2 sets of twins here on Pineview.
Well hit to third. Underneath third base glove, it's going to be a base hit. So Brandon Roundy finds himself on first, which will bring up, as Mark mentioned, twin brother Brock Roundy. Now, the Roundy twins and the Becker twins will all be going to play college ball together at the next level. And when I say together, I mean at the exact same school.
Yeah, they're all going to a JUCO college up in Washington, I believe.
Yeah,
it's
somewhere in
right.
Washington. It's just a small town.
But they have been teammates probably since they've been 8, 9 years old, and to continue that into the next level, the college level, I think is a ton of fun for those boys.
Check the runner at first, but he's down safe. Pitcher set. Just low for ball 2.
Now,
ball 1, excuse me.
Brandon is a right-handed hitter. Brock is a left-handed hitter. And actually, Brock is a full-on southpaw. He bats left and throws left.
You'd think with the twin gene in there that they would have the same, but they don't.
Yeah.
This one's hit over to Coleman Bob at first. He goes to second with it. Tries to go for the double play, but it's not there in time. So they do get Brandon Roundy heading for second, but Brock makes his way to first.
Yeah, Brock really busting out of the left-handed batter's box there to make that a very difficult double play, and he does beat that throw by a good step or maybe even 2.
Brings up Nash Schroeder, second base for the Panthers. Nash had some time on the mound yesterday. This one swung at and he fouled it off his leg, it looked like.
Yeah, it looked like it may have got the front part of that foot. He didn't hop around at all, so.
No, but he swung on and then the ball's just kind of slow rolled into play, but of course, dead ball, just everyone stopped what they were doing and they reset. Check that runner at first. He dives down in time.
You know, if you haven't been here to Brucehurst Field here at Dixie State University, or Utah Tech University now, as we're seeing the signs being changed, they have done so many improvements, especially to that outfield wall.
Runner goes. He's there in time at second.
Any of our Cache Valley friends that have been down here at this field, there used to be pine trees and all kinds of stuff out there kind of lining the outfield. They've removed all of those. They've rebuilt the wall. You've got a high center field wall. You've got rising wall on the corners. So really a cool-looking outfield here at Brucehurst Field.
And a tough one if you're hitting straight away.
Yep.
380 feet marks the right where they start to go up.
Yeah, but you want to hit right
So
through the
you got to hit it about 410 if you want to get it over the field.
Yeah.
Over the center field wall.
Yeah.
It's a 1-2 count to Nash Schroeder now. He's got a runner on second, 2 outs. Swung on in, belted into left center. It might get down. It does. A collision out there in left field. That's going to bring in 1 run. He's going to round second and head for third. And he'll be there standing up.
Wow.
Tough play out there in the outfield by Green Canyon.
It really was, and it was a true gap hit for the Panthers. I mean, I didn't know who was going to get that, left fielder or center fielder. True gap, and it does end up hitting some grass out there. Ends up with a stand-up triple.
Brings up Kyson Milne, right fielder for the Panthers. So quick 2-0 lead now for Pineview to get things started in the bottom of the first. Pitch delivers low for a ball. Now, Mark, this is our 10th baseball game we've seen in the last 2.5 days.
Yeah. Yeah, we're definitely putting our work in, our time in.
Another one right about the same position for ball 2. A couple quick fastballs here to get things started for Kyson Milne.
Kyson just wanted to put the ball into play, preferably on the right side, maybe find some real estate out there and push that run across.
Outside corner late, called strike from the umpire, so it's 2-1. Pitch inside, 3-1 count.
Yeah, Kyson working this count a little bit.
Now 2 outs, 2-1 count, runner on third, and 2 runs already scored for Pineview.
And Green Canyon pitcher can't really throw anything he wants because you can't spike it in front of the plate. Chance of a pass ball on that runner from third scoring.
That's one swung on and fouled away. Full count now to Kyson Milne.
But he can certainly live on the outside part of that plate like he was on that one.
Yep. And again, this is Riker Erickson on the mound for Green Canyon. The pitch. Swung on and hit into center. This should be out number 3, and it is.
Yeah, easy catch out there for the Wolves center fielder. And that's going to bring an end to the first inning where Pineview does get a couple of runs. They're up 2-0. It's a great way to start off a ball game, Caden.
Not bad at all. So we will take a break. Be back for you in the top of the second right after this.
When it's important to make an impression, call on the Logo Shop. They specialize in designing and customizing your logo onto t-shirts, golf shirts, jackets, and hats. Your logo will look great on name brand apparel from Nike, Travis Mathew, OGIO, North Face, Under Armour, and Carhartt. The Logo Shop can put your logo on literally thousands of items: pens, water bottles, mugs, travel accessories, outdoor gear like Yeti coolers. Call on the Logo Shop and check out the possibilities.
The Logo Shop, logo stuff, the Logo Shop.
Your Cash and Box Elder McDonald's are proud to be part of your community. Team members at your local McDonald's take pride in being part of your community. Supporting local high school sports, USU Aggies, and many wonderful arts and cultural events is how your local McDonald's says thank you. Your local McDonald's is hiring. Let McDonald's work for you with flexible hours, tuition reimbursement, great pay, plus meals and other perks. Apply at careers.mcdonalds.com today. That's careers.mcdonalds.com, or apply in person. McDonald's and its franchisees are equal opportunity employers, committed to a diverse and inclusive workforce.
You got 2 runs on the board in the bottom of the first inning to take that 2-0 lead over Green Canyon. But now stepping into the box for Green Canyon, that's number 25, Riker Erickson, who's standing on the mound today. But after a 3-up, 3-down inning from Pineview in the top of the first, Green Canyon looking to try to get something going. First pitch in there, first strike.
Nice little off-speed pitch there by Mace. I'm sure Erickson was thinking fastball. He got off speed and didn't want to offer it that.
Fastball low and inside. That's ball one.
You know, it's quite a weapon when a pitcher can get ahead of the hitter on an off-speed pitch, because those hitters are going up there looking for fastballs.
Another off speed, sneaking its way. That was close. I thought that was a strike. The catcher didn't even move his glove.
I don't know where he missed out on that, unless Iverson is set up on the inside.
He must be set a little bit inside because he didn't move his glove. That time he got one in the zone for strike number 2, so it's a 2-2 count. Mace has been pretty consistent here, pretty impressive here for this young Pineview pitcher.
Yeah, his control is really good right now. He is a junior. He's the class of 2023.
Delivers, swinging at this one, foul. This is Erickson keeping that 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Fouled away again. Heading for the west parking lot.
Yeah, he went up a little bit higher in the zone on that one, maybe even outside of the zone. And Erickson couldn't get the barrel of the bat on it to put it in play. All he could do was foul that off.
1-2 count here to Riker Erickson. And this one's high level for ball. Is that ball 2 or ball 3? I thought I had a 2-2 count, but I guess it was a 1-2 count, so we're at 2-2 now.
I think I trust you more than the scoreboard right now, though, Katie.
I have been correct more than the scoreboard. It's a little bit of a swinging bunt, almost to shortstop. The throw over to first is there. That is out number 1 of the inning.
Yeah, Brandon, he is a really smooth shortstop over there for Pineview, and thrown over to his brother Brock, the lefty.
Well, whether I was right or wrong doesn't matter at this point.
That's right. Whatever it was erased with that hit.
Brings up Coleman Bob for Green Canyon. Coleman kind of struggled at the plate in his last game yesterday.
But, boy, you can tell by looking at him, he's a strong kid.
Right as he rips one into left, he's going to get around for a double on this one. Throw comes in, and Coleman's going to be standing up on second.
Yeah, stand-up double on cue.
I'm glad that he was able to not necessarily prove me wrong. I didn't say he wasn't going to get anything today, but he definitely got something that looks better than yesterday, so that's awesome.
Yeah, and he's just a strong-looking kid, too. I mean, big shoulders, big arms. You could just tell he's definitely an athlete, and, boy, he ripped that out to left field. Stand-up double.
Brings up shortstop Trayson Jensen. Jensen's had his time over there on short, third, and on the mound this tournament. Pitch. Swung on and hit right to the second baseman. It falls in.
Oh, what a
good play. Throw over to first.
What a dig by Brock Roundy over there at first. I don't know why Brandon or the second baseman of Pineview didn't come up harder on that and make that catch. They made that play much more difficult than it had to be.
I mean, the out happened, but yeah, it could have been an easier out than that. I mean, I think the second baseman over there for Pineview could have just put a glove on it and called it there, but first pitch here to Nick Bout comes in as a strike on a curveball from Mace. His curveball looks more like a slider. Maybe it is a slider. It has a lot more of a vertical drop to it. Fastball here for ball 1.
And curveballs are going to be a little bit slower. Sliders are going to have a little bit more velocity to them.
Which is why I assume that's curveball. It's got some. It didn't have the speed on it, but it moves like a slider. It's got a lot of up-down movement to it. 2-1 now the count. Two outs, runner on second. Green Canyon still scoreless here through to the second inning, top of the second here. Fouled away to stay alive with a 2-2 count.
Green Canyon just looking to push him across. He's in scoring position at second base, just trying to get a hit. He'll be moving on contact.
Well hit to third, fielded by Becker. He's going to put the tag on Coleman for out number 3.
Yes, he did. Nice play by Becker. If you can tag that player and not have to throw that ball over to first, that's always what you want to do, and that's what he did. Just makes it a little bit simpler.
Yeah. Well, with that, we head to the bottom of the second. Take a minute break and be back with you shortly.
At Infinity Title.
The Old Gristmill is a little piece of heaven. Traditional favorites that make everyone feel like life is oh so good. That famous made-to-order lunch special with the bread you love, delicious meat, veggies to your liking, and a fresh baked cookie, chips, and drink. Muffins, scones, bagels, cheese bread, sweet rolls baked fresh daily. The Old Gristmill also serves delicious breakfast sandwiches in Smithfield and South Logan. The Old Gristmill, now open in South Logan, Smithfield, and Logan. The Old Gristmill, here for you.
More and more people are turning to CashValleyDaily.com for their source of information on what's going on in our community. They're finding relevant news online and on the Cache Valley Daily app. From what's happening in local political elections to breaking news that you don't have to wait a few days to read about, to photo galleries of the latest games. If it's happening in our community, it's on CashValleyDaily.com and on the free Cache Valley Daily app. Local, relevant news, online, on time, all the time. CashValleyDaily.com.
We have a score of 2-0 as Pineview will head back into the box here to get things started in the bottom of the second. Coming up to bat will be Ian Becker, who just made the last play at third for the last out of the top of the second.
The Becker twins are multi-sport athletes. They play football and baseball. And the other set of twins on the Panthers, they're also multi-sport athletes. They play golf.
There's some good golfers, too. There's some good golfers.
And if I hear anybody say that golf is not a sport, go out and play.
I like golf.
That's a tough sport, man.
I played a little golf this weekend up in Salt Lake.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah,
it was
did
fun.
Post that.
I hadn't been out for a while, so it was nice.
Yeah.
First pitch to Ian Becker, a little low. It's ball 1. You know when you have time to kill and you have clubs in your car? Why not?
Yeah, for sure.
1-0 count. Popped up. It's going into the grass. Is there a play on it? Shortstop makes a play out there.
That's a nice
Jensen out there on that pop-up.
Yeah, Jensen with a nice play. With how deep he was out there in the outfield, I would rather that left fielder come in and call him off and make that play. That's a tough play for a shortstop to make.
In left field was right on top of it, too.
He was right
there. He was
there.
ready for it. Brings up Dylan Becker, center fielder for the Panthers. This is high for ball 1. Now again, with Pineview in those black jerseys, those have to be a little toasty, but you know what? As this one's hit foul down the third base line, the umpire crew is also wearing blacks.
Yeah, they are in their black pants, black shirts, black hats.
It's got to be a little toasty. The crew earlier were wearing some powder blues.
The light blues, yeah. Yep.
Kind of like a Carolina blue. So 1-1 count now to Dylan Becker. Here's the pitch. Well hit right. Hopped over the second base. That'll be a single for Dylan Becker.
Yeah, Dylan Becker with a nice way to start his at-bats this game with a nice little line drive right back up the middle.
It's Brady Barney now coming up. He's batting he's batting DH today.
And he's batting for the pitcher, Aiden Mace, who has started off really well. Put 2 goose eggs up on the board for Green Canyon.
The designated hitter, Brady Barney.
So Barney's got 1 out and a runner on first here. Swung on and missed for strike 1.
Definitely fooled on that pitch by Erickson. I think Barney was thinking fastball, and he got a little off speed. maybe a little change up and way out in front of it.
Here's the pitch. Runner goes. This one's well hit into right center.
Oh.
And it drops in. He's going to round for second. Runner's going to go from third. It's going to be a triple. Wow. So Dylan Becker got a jump on that one anyways. He's standing on second base by the time that ball falls in. So he rounds from second, goes home, and Brady Barney gets a stand-up triple out of it.
And back out there in right field for Green Canyon, I know that's going to go for a hit and a triple, but he came in probably 3 or 4 steps, even angling in.
And had to back way
and then all of a sudden, the one thing that as a coach you never want to see is the outfielders' numbers as they're retrieving to the wall.
Especially after coming in.
Yes.
You know, I understand if they say, oh, that's way over my head, I'm just going to go straight out to it.
But he came in.
He came in a lot.
Yes, he did. He was definitely fooled.
Back to the top of the lineup, it's Luke Iverson up to bat. First one catches him looking for strike one.
Infield playing in for the Wolves. They're going to looking to cut down that run at home plate if it's hit right at him.
Outside for a 1-1 count.
Or at least keep him there at third.
Interesting if you're watching this on the throwback to the pitcher. The shortstop and the second base are going back to back up the pitcher. They do not want any sort of a pass ball and another run going to score.
You know what, Caden? Anytime there's somebody on base, that should happen every single time.
Yep. Should be routine. Fouled away. That was a well hit foul, too. It's going to go land on top of the actually, it went over. It didn't even land on top. It went over the batting cages.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, that had some distance to it. It went out there. One-two count for Luke Iverson with 1 out and another run scored here, so it's a 3-0 game for Pineview. The pitch, well hit. That's going to hit a gap and bring in a run into right field. So Luke Iverson singles in the in the bottom of the second.
Yeah, single RBI single pushes that runner from third across home plate to widen that Pineview lead. They are now up 4-0 here in the bottom of the second. Only 1 out on the board for Green Canyon, so Pineview looking to add more as they move forward here in the bottom of the second inning. Throw over to first, and the runner Iverson gets back with no problem at all.
Back to first. Ooh, they almost got him there.
That one was a little closer for sure. Look, that was a quick pick on that one. Like right when he got set, he just whipped it right on over there, Erickson did.
Shakespeare's still standing up there saying, hey, I want to pitch. Throw me something. There it goes. Runner goes as well. Throw was there in time, just the position on it wasn't. It got thrown to the third base side of the second base. And Jensen over there had to step off the bag to be able to get it from going into center field. So Luke Iverson now standing on second with a 1-0 count now to Shakespeare.
Yeah, catchers, if you ever want to miss, you want to miss on the first base side of the bag.
This one hit a little blooper to short, thrown over to first, and he's there safe.
Yeah. That was a good call by the first base umpire down there. I thought he'd beat it by at least a half a step, but certainly safe. I don't think there's going to be any argument from Green Canyon.
I'm going to give some credit to Luke Iverson. I've seen too many guys on second without a runner on first. Yeah. A ball hit to short, and they just take off for third.
You know, when that ball's hit in front of you, you can't go. You've got to let that ball get released to first.
Fastball outside of the zone for ball one. Yeah, we've seen that a few times here in this tournament, and Iverson started to take the step and was like, nope, and he backed off to second base again. So Iverson's still on second, and also a runner on first with that single from Shakespeare. Here comes the pitch, ripped it to left. Oh, he lost it right off the tip of the glove out there. That's going to bring all the runs around and load up the bases.
Yeah, certainly Iverson at second couldn't go on that. He was actually thinking about tagging because really that should have been a caught ball. That's going to be an E7 on Green Canyon. And, there's going to be some apologies to the pitcher when they get back into the dugout because there's definitely a couple of plays that should have been made
a couple
for
of
the
routines.
pitcher. Yeah.
One out and left and one out and right now, and an inning that should have had its 3 outs at this point now has bases loaded with still only 1 out.
Yeah, Pineview really looking to open this game up now.
Some words of encouragement from the team over there to their pitcher Riker Erickson, and Erickson steps back on the mound and they say, hey, you got this. Let's just close it out. We can get a double play here.
The corners are going to be playing in for the Green Canyon defense. The middle infield playing back in double play depth.
This one low for ball 1.
And you got to think he's got to be living low on this pitch sequence to try to induce a ground ball. You don't want anything up in the zone where they can drive it somewhere.
Yep. 2-0 now to Brock Roundy. So Panthers have Brandon Roundy on first, Andrew Shakespeare standing on second, Luke Iverson on third. That's the entire top 3 of the lineup on the bases. Here's the pitch. Little high for ball 3, 3-0 count.
Well, now Erickson has to be really careful here because there's no place to put him.
Yeah, the last thing you want to do is walk in a run, especially one that would put it up 5-0.
It's just one of those things where you got to just take a deep breath if you're Erickson. Take a deep breath. Pop it in the zone. If he beats you, he beats you with a hit. But don't beat yourself up with a walk here.
Erickson set. Here's the pitch. And that's low. That's ball 4. That'll bring Iverson in to score.
And right now, the Wolves really just beating themselves right now. I mean, a couple of errors. I know the one isn't going to be ruled an error out in right field, but the one in left was an E7. Now you're walking, pushing runs across the plate. So you're just kind of beating yourselves right now if you're Green Canyon. And you got to clean it up real soon because Panthers up 5-0, bases loaded, and there's only 1 out still. So they're still in some deep trouble here at Bruce Hurst Field.
Looks like a little bit of a meeting going on the pitcher's mound. I want to say this, too. One of the big downsides here for Riker Erickson, he's only walked 1 batter, and it was just that last one.
Just that last one.
Other than that, they're just hitting off of it.
Yeah, that and errors.
And a couple of errors in the field, stuff that's not his problem necessarily, And that's a tough place to be in as a pitcher, and after a meeting there with the coach, they don't pull him, they keep him in there. But as I mentioned, Riker Erickson sitting on the mound, there's not a whole lot he can do. He's doing his job. He's getting it across the plate. It's just Pineview's bats are hot.
Yeah. And, like I said, there's 1 out. They should be hitting right now. There should be 3 outs.
Yep.
So when you give a good team like Pineview additional outs, I promise you it is not going to turn out good for that team.
This is Nash Schroeder stepping up to the plate. He's got his toes on the plate, it looks like, out there.
Boy, it really does.
He's on top of it.
My goodness.
Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 1. We've talked about how nowadays these baseball players really do crowd that plate.
But he has, no armor on.
But when I say crowd
either.
that plate, I mean he's standing on top of it.
And he has no armor on.
Oh, if he gets hit in an elbow. Nearly a pass ball. It's under the catcher's feet. It's a 1-1 count. Pitcher's ready. Schroeder steps into the box. The pitch, swung on and missed. That's strike 2. This is what you want to see if you're Green Canyon. Finally, a little bit of production. This time it's just coming from your pitcher throwing strikes. Nash Schroeder at his last at-bat hit that big triple in the first inning.
Yeah.
In the dirt, catcher is able to get on top of it. 2-2.
Nice block by the catcher. That saved one run for sure.
It's Carson Proctor for Green Canyon behind the plate.
Again, Green Canyon just trying to stop the bleeding here. With Pineview up 5-0. They've scored 3 here in the bottom of the second.
Popped up. Catcher trying to find it in the sun. Looks like Coleman might be underneath it. Oh, and he lays out for it. It was almost behind his head, and he leaned back, was able to get the grab. So Coleman Bob takes that one right out of the sky for an out.
That is a very tough play when those pop-ups like that around home plate and out towards first or out towards third. That ball, with the spin of it, it just comes back into the field, and it's a tough play. And he ended up on his stomach on that one.
Kyson Milne at bat sends this one foul for an 0-1 count. Now, Milne is the 9th batter here in the second inning, so after him we will be back up to Ian Becker. But, of course, Green Canyon really hoping that doesn't happen. Erickson is set. Throws. Swung on, missed. It's an 0-2.
Yeah, Millen couldn't quite catch up with that one from Erickson. Put a good swing on it, just couldn't catch up to it. And bases loaded.
Pitch, fouled away. Kyson's staying alive.
Yeah, he just needs to, with 2 outs, the runners are going to be going on contact. So 2 runs would probably score if he can just find some real estate out there in the outfield.
Ooh, he wanted to go for that one. It's a ball. It was above eye level, and he still looked like he wanted to go for it. But it's a 1-2 count now to Kyson.
If I'm Erickson, I learned from that. He likes to swing at those high ones. Why not go up in the zone a little bit now?
Yeah, you got some room to play with, too. God, I'm looking for strike 3, and that is out number 3.
Wow. Well, not before, though. Pineview puts 3 more on the board after their 2 in the bottom of the first. They are up 5-0 here at Brucehurst Field at Dixie State, Utah Tech University.
Whichever one it is nowadays. Still Dixie State till July 1st.
Technically, yes.
We got a couple months, right. But we'll take a break. Be back with you for the 3rd inning here in just a bit.
Thank you for voting Adams Wealth Advisors the gold winner for Best Financial Planner in the Best of Northern Utah competition. Understanding your family, jobs, and goals is how Adams Wealth Advisors will continue to earn your trust.
This is Craig Adams. At Adams Wealth Advisors, we are here to help you receive peace of mind whether you've done a lot of planning or a little planning. Count on our team at Adams Wealth Advisors for honesty, professionalism, and integrity.
Visit adamswealthadvisors.com or call 752-1702 to schedule a time with an advisor today. Please see adamswealthadvisors.com for more information on these recent awards.
T-shirts are more popular than ever. The one that has the perfect statement or a one-of-a-kind design. They really do make you look. Great Basin Graphics has the best screen printers and equipment creating custom, retail-quality shirts at great prices. Employees look great and clients will always wear high-quality T-shirts advertising your product or service. Great Basin Graphics design, screen print, and embroider everything and anything. Google Great Basin Graphics or visit their new location at 966 West 400 North.
Great Basin Graphics. We made you look.
Green Canyon. Green Canyon versus Pineview. Pineview up 5-0 right now over Green Canyon. Green Canyon starting off the top of the 3rd, looking to cut into that lead a little bit. Aiden Mace on the mound for the Panthers. He sets, delivers, low ball 1. We definitely want to give some shout-outs to our Region 11 sponsors up in Cache Valley. Adams Wealth Advisors, Great Basin Graphics, McDonald's, Old Grist Mill, and Logo Shop. You're listening on 104.5 The Ranch. And we hope that you're enjoying the broadcast and we're putting it across clearly, because it is a beautiful day here at Brucehurst Field in Utah's Dixie. Aiden Mace now has a 1-1 count on the Wolf hitter. Caden Stewart in the box for Green Canyon. Aiden Mace delivers low and outside. 2-2 count here on Stewart. Again, looking to get something going here for Green Canyon. Caden is coming back here. He just had to go get some water.
Have to stay hydrated out here in this heat.
Yeah, that's absolutely. Easy pop out to left fielder for one out here for Pineview. Aiden Mace still looking strong.
Yeah, Andrew Shakespeare getting that grab. Brings up Carson Proctor.
Mace delivers.
Good pitch for strike one. Man, I'm a little out of breath walking up those steps out here in the hot summer sun of St. George. I know it's still technically spring, but man, it's hot.
It's not just that, Caden. You're out of shape.
That's true too. Oh, what a play!
Wow!
Right back to the shortstop, and
Brandon Roundy climbs the ladder and brings that line drive down for an out. Beautiful play. Definitely a nominee for our Morgan Pest Control defensive play of the game.
Yeah, that's not only a nominee, it's currently top of the list.
Yeah, he climbed the ladder on that one.
So that's 2 outs after a line out to short. Quick 2 up, 2 down. That brings up the top of the lineup, Abe Olson. He popped up to third base. I say that, he hit it more towards second. It's just third base is the one that came over and picked it up. The pitch. Well hit into the gap between first and second into right field. It'll be a single.
Yeah, nice solid hit there between the 3-4 hole there on the right side of the infield. Again, Green Valley just looking to cut into this lead a little bit that Pineview has built the first 2 innings. You know, if you're Green Canyon, yeah, you'd like to get them all back at once, but, you know, it'd be small victory if you just get 2, maybe even 3 this inning.
Cade Atkinson with the rip right to the shortstop. Roundy over to first for out number 3.
Well, so much for that plan.
That's a tough hit.
I was trying to talk him into it.
Good play there by Roundy to get out number 3 and take it to the bottom of the third. This game's moving along with some, we had 3 up, 3 down in the first, 4 up in the second, and only 4 up again here in the third. Pineview's defense just holding strong, and their offense also doing really well. They hit all the way through the lineup last
Yeah, right now they're looking really good. Aiden Mace, the Pineview Panther pitcher, has command of his off-speed stuff. He has fastball. He's got a little pop to it. Looking really good right now for the Panthers.
Yeah, we'll keep it right here between innings and take this time to thank a couple of our sponsors here in southern Utah. Starting things off, we have Red Rock Auto Sales. If you're looking for a used truck, Red Rock Auto Sales is the place to go. The largest selection of used trucks in southern Utah. Find them on South Bluff Street. They're super easy to work with. Both Mark and I have worked with them in the past. They're great.
Yeah, definitely. They have an auto shop up on Sunset Boulevard too, West Sunset Boulevard. I actually worked with them as well, and they were great to work with up there, both not just in the sales department, but also their service department also. You know, people ask me, well, do you think they just took care of you that easily because you guys know them and they're sponsored? No, they take care of everybody the way they took care of us.
They do. They do. A lot of the guys in there don't even know who I am necessarily.
Right.
And I go in there and they're just always like, "Hey, Caden, how's it going?"
It's
they just know who I am because
low pressure cells. They've got all the keys actually on the windshield of the vehicles out there. So, until you want help, they might come out and say, "Hey, you need some help?" Just yes or no, and just low pressure. That's the way it should be.
Yeah, for sure. All right, back to Ian Becker to start things off here in the third. He started things off in the second, which was a great second inning for Pineview. First pitch high, ball one. Now, I don't know what I got to do to get some of this Costa Vida down here. That they just brought in a whole bunch of Costa Vida to take down to some seats here. But
they did. I'm sure it's to the UHSAA and their officials and umpires.
They're treating those guys well.
They have the center suite down there right behind home plate, and I'm sure that's where that's going.
I'm sure. Called strike on that second pitch. Here's the third to Becker, and that one is inside for ball two. 2-1 count for Ian. Now again, it's 5-0 here, Pineview with that lead. Looking to see if they can extend it here. It's a 3-1 count now. His last at-bat, he popped up, and shortstop took care of that one. Here's the pitch. Inside for strike two. It's full count.
Becker being patient at the plate. He's looking for his pitch.
Fouled away to stay alive.
That's a smart piece of hitting right there, though. That wasn't his pitch, but it was in right around the zone, and instead of leaving that up to the umpire, he fouls it off. That's a good piece of hitting right there. And go to the next pitch.
One thing, these full counts where they continue to just stay alive like this, the next pitch, ripped past shortstop for a base hit. Ian Becker on first.
He got that fastball down the middle and just actually almost sent it right back where it came from, just right over the pitcher, maybe just to the left of him. But, great hit by Becker.
But as I mentioned, was about to say, the one thing that does is it just adds to that pitch count for the pitcher. And, in a game like this, you would expect to see him being moved around maybe a little more so just because they are currently trailing. But those long at-bats, it's tough in high school ball. Check the runner back at first. Dylan Becker now up to bat as his brother made his way over to first on a single. Still no outs. They checked him again at first.
A little bit of a breeze picking up. You might be able to hear that through our microphones a little bit, but I will tell you it feels really, really good.
And I say it's about time. Run goes.
Again,
the throw was there in time, but the throw was off.
If it's on the first base side of the second base bag, it's an out because that was down there in plenty of time. But when the second baseman or the shortstop has to field that ball on the third base side of the bag, it's not going to happen. But you're right, Caden. That throw was down there in plenty of time.
Ian Becker making some wardrobe adjustments out there a little bit.
That head first slide will do that to you sometimes.
Yep. Has to retuck in the jersey and
get dirt down your pants too.
Some dirt. Yep.
You don't want to be getting those granulars down there where it doesn't need to be, and then you get all rashed up. Oh, uncomfortable is not even the word.
Beyond.
It's like when you go to the beach, right?
Yep. Dylan Becker with an 0-1 count. Who swung on an inside and low pitch for strike number 2. Singled at his last at bat. popped up. This one headed towards shallow right center.
Boy, with this wind, you never
It's
know.
coming in on it. It falls in. Ian didn't want to move off second in case that fell into someone's glove.
Now
so
look
it
where
is a
they're
single.
Look where they're at right there. That wind really pushed that ball in.
I thought that was going maybe.
You know, the second baseman or shortstop probably should have made that play because, boy, that right fielder out there had to come a long ways.
And it still was. It was just a tough grab.
Man.
And we're getting to that point of the day where pop-ups, where with the position of the sun, it's tough.
But again, with Erickson, the pitcher, he's doing what he needs to do. That's a catchable ball. I don't, regardless of whether it's the shortstop, the second baseman, or the right fielder, that ball needs to be caught.
Yeah. It's Brady Barney up to bat now. He rocks one into center. That's going to be an out. And runners stay where they're at. So, little line drive into center field for out number 1 of the inning. Takes us to the top of the lineup, Luke Iverson. He's going to be gifted 2 runners on first and second with only 1 out. Again, has scored a 5-0 Pineview leading.
Now, Green Canyon. Green Canyon first baseman, certainly not going to hold the runner on with a runner on first and second and a left-handed hitter up.
Swung on, missed.
Boy, Luke Iverson wasn't even close on that one.
No, that ball landed in front of the plate, it looked like.
I think he had his mind made up that he was swinging at
I'm swinging at the first pitch. I don't care where it's at.
Luke is a really good hitter, great athlete here in Southern Utah.
He's already got the bat on ball both times up, one for a single, one he grounded out to second base. Here's the pitch. This one a grounder again to second. Is there a double play? Not there in time. They tried to check that runner over at third. So that puts runner on now first and third as Ian Becker makes his way around.
Yeah, there's no way they're getting Luke Iverson doubled up on that ball. He's way too fast, and that was a high chopper to second base. There was no way they were going to get a double play. Now they'll do a speed-up runner with Preston Christensen coming out for the Panthers, as Luke Iverson is the catcher. Although, man, I would love to just leave him out there because he has
got speed.
Serious wheels.
It's one downside to your catcher being fast, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it is. It's
a lot of times you lose them as a base runner. You check that runner at first.
Preston Christensen, the speed-up runner down at first. His dad was a longtime coach here at Pineview. Actually coached more baseball.
Here's the pitch. Well hit into center. This should be out number 3, and it is.
Well, I've got to tell you, and they worked themselves out of a jam on that one because that really could have been a big inning for Pineview.
Yeah, what ended up as a scoreless inning. At one point, it had 3 different runners on. It's a tough one to come out of, but they did well, and they did it. So, with that, we will take a break, head on into the top of the 4th here in just a bit from Dixie State University.
When it's important to make an impression, call on the Logo Shop. They specialize in designing and customizing your logo onto t-shirts, golf shirts, jackets, and hats. Your logo will look great on name brand apparel from Nike, Travis Mathew, OGO, North Face, Under Armour, and Carhartt. The Logo Shop can put your logo on literally thousands of items: pens, water bottles, mugs, travel accessories, outdoor gear like Yeti coolers. Call on the Logo Shop and check out the possibilities.
The Logo Shop. Logo stuff. The Logo Shop.
Your Cash and Box Elder McDonald's are proud to be part of your community. Team members at your local McDonald's take pride in being part of your community. Supporting local high school sports, USU Aggies, and many wonderful arts and cultural events is how your local McDonald's says thank you. Your local McDonald's is hiring. Let McDonald's work for you with flexible hours, tuition reimbursement, great pay, plus meals and other perks. Apply at careers.mcdonalds.com today. That's careers.mcdonalds.com, or apply in person. McDonald's and its franchisees are equal opportunity employers, committed to a diverse and inclusive workforce.
Green Canyon able to hold off Pineview from scoring there in the bottom of the third after Pineview had a bunch of runners on. They had 5 different batters come up to bat, but no one able to make it around. A few good defensive plays. Able, again, leave it scoreless for Pineview there in the third. But it is still a lead of 5-0 for the Panthers. Green Canyon will be coming up to bat with their leadoff batter of this inning being Zach Geertsen, third baseman, followed by pitcher Riker Erickson and Coleman Bob to round out the top 3 in this inning. Zach Geertsen's last at-bat was a strikeout, 3-pitch strikeout to end the first inning. So this is just his second at-bat here in the fourth. Here's the pitch. And it's in there for strike one. Mace with a good first pitch here to Geertsen. And Zach's been hitting pretty well this tournament,
yeah,
so it's surprising that his first one to strike out. Let's see what he can do here. Swing on this one, strike 2.
A little frustrated he didn't get the barrel on that one. But Mace is really hitting his spots. When Luke calls for a ball up, he's going up. When he calls for it down, Mace is hitting it down.
This one hit right to short. Play made from Roundy for out number 1. Yeah, Geertsen in the last game against Desert Hills, he had a double. He was hit by pitch and came around to score. And then he had a solid swing of the bat over for a single in the first inning. And he lined out to left field. So he got on base 3 of his 4 times at bat.
Yeah.
Swing and a miss on that off speed for strike 1 to Riker Erickson. Riker just a little too far ahead of it. He didn't like the speed of it.
Beautiful pitch by Mace. Like I said, he's keeping the Green Canyon or the Green Canyon hitters off balance. Right when I say that, Erickson
flies one into left.
Yeah, easy catch though there by the Pineview left fielder.
It's out number 2. But anyways, as you're saying about Mace, yeah, he's been doing good.
Yeah, he's keeping the Green Canyon hitters off balance, change of speed, change the location. I'm impressed. The first time I saw him pitch this year, he did well. He didn't do this well, but I'm impressed. He's really hitting the spots today.
Which is good for Pineview because as you get out of today, you can go back around to the pitchers you had on Monday after today. So this is big. Popped up foul out of play by Coleman Bob, first base for Green Canyon Wolves. Coleman made a fantastic out. Again, with that wind being shifty, had that pop-up out. High and outside, it's all 1 on a 1-1 count now. So 2 outs, Green Canyon still scoreless. Well hit right back towards the pitcher, rolling into center field for a base hit.
He's had himself, that's at least his second hit of the day.
Yeah, he's only been up to bat twice.
So he's 2 for 2.
Yeah, he had a double to start things off.
That's right.
That one that went out into left field, and this one that's a solid single rolling into center.
And again, we welcome our friends from Cache Valley listening on 104.5 The Ranch. Or is it 105.4?
104.5.
Okay, 104.5. My memory serves right.
You will never have a point even number.
Oh, okay. Good to know.
Did you ever notice that? It's always odd numbers.
Okay.
That's your one thing to learn today. They check runner at first. That's why sometimes in movies you'll see like, oh, it's 95.6. It's because it's not actually ever a real.
It's a movie.
It's not ever a real station number.
It's fiction.
That too. That's high to Trayson Jensen. Ball 2.
But yes, we do want to mention our friends up there in Cache Valley listening on 104.5 The Ranch.
Popped up foul by Jensen. Gets his first strike on the board for a 2-1 count. He's got a runner on first. 2 outs. Another one popped up foul and out of play. So 2-2 for Trayson Jensen.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 5-0 Pineview.
In the 4th inning. Here's the pitch. Outside, full count now. Mace is set in the pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 3.
What a beautiful pitch by Aiden Mace.
He got him with the off speed.
Wow, what a great pitch.
That was maybe 50 miles an hour.
I'll tell you what, whatever it was, keep throwing that, keeping him off balance with that velocity change. Because, yeah, he had no chance of putting any type of bat on that ball.
Not at all. So with that, let's take a break. We'll be back with you in 1 minute for the bottom of the 4th inning from Dixie State University.
The old grist mill is a little piece of heaven. Traditional favorites that make everyone feel like life is oh so good. That famous made-to-order lunch special with the bread you love, delicious meat, veggies to your liking, and a fresh baked cookie, chips, and drink. Muffins, scones, bagels, cheese bread, sweet rolls baked fresh daily. The old grist mill also serves delicious breakfast sandwiches in Smithfield and South Logan. The old grist mill, now open in South Logan, Smithfield, and Logan. The old grist mill, here for you.
More and more people are turning to CacheValleyDaily.com for their source of information on what's going on in our community. They're finding relevant news online and on the Cache Valley Daily app. From what's happening in local political elections to breaking news that you don't have to wait a few days to read about, to photo galleries of the latest games. If it's happening in our community, it's on CacheValleyDaily.com and on the free Cache Valley Daily app. Local, relevant news, online, on time, all the time. CacheValleyDaily.com.
Pineview holding on to that 5-0 lead. And they will step back up to the plate with Brandon Roundy to lead things off in the bottom of the 4th. Brandon making some good plays out there at shortstop today, too.
Yeah, definitely had a solid game today for the Panthers.
A little high in the zone for ball 1.
Now, I can't remember what Roundy it is, whether it's Brock. I believe it's Brock, but one of the two, they actually battle diabetes. And he has to take shots and stuff like that. Has ever
take
since.
His insulin,
yeah, take his insulin. And so he has that to deal with. Along with everything else that a teenager has to deal with. But he does it well. Really good family. I know their dad really well, and they're definitely really good young men.
2-0 is the count. Pitcher is set. Ooh, sneaks that one in for strike number 1. 2-1 to Brandon. Swung on. This one's going out into left. And it's caught.
Nice play by the Green Canyon left fielder, especially with that breeze up there a little bit. That's he made a tough play look easy, coming in and moving to his right towards that line. So, yeah, good play.
Brings up Brock Roundy.
The lefty.
Outside of the zone for ball one. Swung at and missed for strike one. It's a 1-1 count now with one out. No runners on. Here's the pitch, and it is popped up.
It's going to be a
maybe
tough play.
Out of play. It's not out of play, but it is far enough foul that they can't get to it in time.
Yeah, everybody, left fielder, shortstop, and third baseman, all converging on that ball. That was going to be a very difficult catch. It does fall to the ground, so Roundy gets a mulligan. I know it's the wrong sport, but still holds true. Get another shot.
It's 1-2 count, one out. Here's the pitch. And it's high. That'll even it up at 2. So 2-2 count here for Brock Roundy. He takes one out into right field, and the catch is made for out number 2. So quick 2 up, 2 down so far in the fourth. A couple line drives, one out into left, one out into right from both of the Roundy twins, bringing up Nash Schroeder, playing second base today for the Panthers.
Yeah, 2 hard hit balls by the Roundies. The unfortunate part for the Panthers is they were right at the outfielders.
Here's the pitch. This one's popped up into play. It should be a playable ball. Shortstop going out on it. Makes the grab. Quick 3 up, 3 down.
Both outfielders retrieved to get their hats. And now they're going back into the dugout. I was like, where are those boys going? They're going the wrong way. And I saw both their hats out there.
Is that because their hats are too loose or their hair's too long?
Or the wind's blowing.
Or the wind's blowing. I guess it doesn't have to be one of those two, huh? All right, well, we can take a break here. We'll be back in a minute for the top of the 5th here at Dixie State University.
Thank you for voting Adams Wealth Advisors the gold winner for Best Financial Planner in the Best of Northern Utah competition. Understanding your family, jobs, and goals is how Adams Wealth Advisors will continue to earn your trust.
This is Craig Adams. At Adams Wealth Advisors, we are here to help you receive peace of mind whether you've done a lot of planning or a little planning. Count on our team at Adams Wealth Advisors for honesty, professionalism, and integrity.
Visit adamswealthadvisors.com or call 752-1702 to schedule a time with an advisor today. Please see adamswealthadvisors.com for more information on these recent awards.
T-shirts are more popular than ever. The one that has the perfect statement or a one-of-a-kind design. They really do make you look. Great Basin Graphics has the best screen printers and equipment creating custom, retail-quality shirts at great prices. Employees look great and clients will always wear high-quality T-shirts advertising your product or service. Great Basin Graphics design, screen print, and embroider everything and anything. Google Great Basin Graphics or visit their new location at 966 West 400 North.
Great Basin Graphics. We made you look,
Southern Utah, KAZZ-AM Parowan, KONYHD3 St. George, on translator K226CM Cedar City and translator K258DS St. George.
Starting things off here in the 5th inning.
You could probably just say that live, couldn't you, Caden? You know,
I've got it memorized at this point.
I was going to say you probably have that memorized.
It's number 18, Nick Bauk, right fielder. Catches the inside corner for strike one. Yeah, there's times I'll be sitting in my car listening to it, and the thing will turn on, and I'll be like, that's Fox Sports Southern Utah, KZZ.
Yeah, exactly.
I got it all memorized. I know it. Swung on and missed for strike two. Quick 0 count to Nick Bauk, right fielder for Green Canyon Wolves. Off-speed pitch, got him looking.
Mace is dealing today for the Panthers. One of the better pitching performances that we've seen probably during the tournament here. He's Green Canyon just doesn't know what he's going to throw, whether it's going to be a fastball, a breaking ball. He's just done a great job.
He's playing this tough. Fastball. Hit over to second base. Throw in time for out number two. Now number 2. We had that quick 3-pitch strikeout. We're just moving right along here in the top of the 5th.
We really are.
The catcher, number 16.
We've had 4 pitches?
Yeah, I think so.
I think 4 pitches?
I think he
Because that was the first pitch. Yeah. So 4 pitches and 2 outs?
That's efficiency right there.
Yeah, it is. Brings up Carson Proctor. He swung on this.
There we go.
And it goes right to third base for out number 3.
Yeah, line drive to Becker. Just had to take about a step to the... Wasn't hit really hard. So...
Yeah. That inning took a minute and a half. Wow.
Oh, boy.
You've got to be kidding me.
That was a quick
That's crazy.
Inning. Quick half inning for the Panthers.
Yeah, that's...
Maybe it's because they got those black jerseys on. They're like, hey, Mace, get us out of the outfield, man. Get us in the shade. We don't want to be
back in that dugout.
We don't want to be standing out in the sun with these black jerseys on.
Well, since we just went to a break, we'll keep it here for you through this one and take this time to thank a couple of our sponsors. One of our sponsors today here for Southern Utah is Chick-fil-A. Now, Chick-fil-A has been a great sponsor of Region 10 athletics and just Southern Utah sports in general, not just Region 10, being one of these businesses that provides some food for the concession stands, and they've been a great sponsor for us as well, so we thank them for what they do. And one thing that we're looking for today, Mark, is our Appliance Wholesalers Plus Player of the Game. And with that, of course, we got to thank Appliance Wholesalers Plus. You can find them here in St. George off exit 4. And beautiful showroom just up on the hill. Go and see what they got for you up there.
Yeah.
They've got a good selection of appliances. They do a lot with contractors, so you may or may not even have some of their stuff in your home.
Well, the thing about that, too, is they've got it in inventory.
Yep, they have a lot of stuff in inventory.
Where a lot of places right now, they'll have it on their showroom floor, but they have to order it for you. At AWP, Appliance Wholesalers Plus, they've got it, more than likely, they've got it in stock.
Yep, so they've been great as well. That's one thing we're going to be looking for today, Appliance Wholesaler Plus Player of the Game. So I do want to issue some apologies as the wind right now is blowing right in our faces, which means here at the baseball fields we're facing south. It's coming right at us from right field. So,
and one of the Region 11 sponsors, Old Grist Mill, I was just looking at their menu on their website, Caden, and
yeah,
boy, it looks good. I'm ready to go up to Logan and get me a sandwich at any of their locations up there. They've got several locations, and looks like they have great bread and some really good sandwiches over there.
Kyson Millen now with the solid rip. Right past shortstop, base hit off the first throw of the bottom of the 5th inning.
Nice effort by the shortstop. He laid out for it, just couldn't quite get it. And even if he did get it, he wouldn't have got him out at first. It just would have kept it in the infield, really, is all.
Trayson Jensen over there at shortstop. He's been a fighter all week long so far. He's been doing great.
He's a grinder over there.
Brings up Ian Becker, third base for the Panthers. Check that runner at first. He's down safely. I almost made my way up to Cache Valley this last weekend, but I made it as far as Ogden, and the people I was going to see in Cache Valley came down to Ogden to meet me a little bit. So,
well, when you get up there, make sure you go to Old Grist Mill.
That's on my list. Got him looking for strike one. Check that runner again at first. He's down safely. So during the first game for Pineview, we were set up right next to Ian and Dylan Becker's family, and they were hooting and hollering, having just a great time. And that's what I love to see from the parents and from the family, and they come out and they're supportive of these kids as Ian fouls this one away for strike two.
Yeah, and both of those families, too, I know them both really well, and they're the set of parents, too, that they just let the boys take care of everything. They're not hollering at the umpire, as far as negative stuff. They're not questioning what the coach does. They're just good parents to these kids.
That one just outside of the zone for ball one. It's a 1-2 count now to Ian Becker. Becker's got no outs on the board that he's facing here with a runner on first, so he's in a good position. Tough count of 1-2. Again, checking that runner at first. They don't like how far he's leading off.
Boy, he was only about a step off.
He takes two big steps, and he deals just foul by about 6 inches. Keeps the count at 1-2.
Big right-handed hitter. Boy, he's got some big old shoulders, doesn't he?
Oh, yeah. Ian is one of the receivers for Pineview's football team, and he's kind of one of their slot receivers.
Just a strong kid.
But he
looks like he can play fullback.
Yeah, he's ball overthrown from the catcher's head. Runner's going to advance from first to second, and that's ball two. But yeah, they'd set him up in the slot. He'd get the ball over the middle and just start plowing through linebackers.
Yeah,
he's a big kid.
Yeah, he's a thick, athletic kid. And when I say thick, it's muscle. Just well built.
Here's the pitch. This one hit into center. Play is made at center for out number one. So good play there by Abe Olson. Olson's made a few plays today. Well, outside of first and second innings so far, I mean, Green Canyon's been playing some good defense. That first and second inning got away from them, but since then it's been, 4 batters in the third, 3 up, 3 down in the fourth.
Yeah, they've definitely pulled it together and kept this game at least reachable. I mean, 5 runs is not asking a ton, but, those first 5 runs were the first 2 innings.
Yeah.
It could be a 12-0 game right now, but they have put things together and they've kept it at 5-0.
1-0 count. Swung on right off the end of the bat over to second base. That's out number 2, advancing a runner over to third in scoring position. So Kyson Millen will be over there at third, and that's 2 outs on the board.
The designated hitter, Brady Barney.
Brings up Brady Barney. Batting last in the lineup here, designated hitter, right-hander. He got a triple at his first at-bat, and then he lined out into center field as last. This one in the dirt for ball one.
So the next game on tap is Snow Canyon Dixie. Oh, they got
him. They threw down the runner at third. He got a big jump on it, threw him down. So that means that Brady Barney will be back up.
Kyson Millen started to break down towards home plate, just in his normal secondary type of leadoff, and boy, the catcher just popped up and just a flick of the wrist down to third base and just nailed him.
That rounds off the 5th inning. We'll be heading into the 6th here after a short minute break from Dixie State University.
When it's important to make an impression, call on the Logo Shop. They specialize in designing and customizing your logo onto t-shirts, golf shirts, jackets, and hats. Your logo will look great on name brand apparel from Nike, Travis Mathew, OGO, North Face, Under Armour, and Carhartt. The Logo Shop can put your logo on literally thousands of items: pens, water bottles, mugs, travel accessories, outdoor gear like Yeti coolers. Call on the Logo Shop and check out the possibilities.
The Logo Shop. Logo stuff. The Logo Shop.
Your Cash and Box Elder McDonald's are proud to be part of your community. Team members at your local McDonald's take pride in being part of your community. Supporting local high school sports, USU Aggies, and many wonderful arts and cultural events is how your local McDonald's says thank you. Your local McDonald's is hiring. Let McDonald's work for you with flexible hours, tuition reimbursement, great pay, plus meals and other perks. Apply at careers.mcdonalds.com today. That's careers.mcdonalds.com, or apply in person. McDonald's and its franchisees are equal opportunity employers, committed to a diverse and inclusive workforce.
So we head into the 6th. Pineview out on the field, bringing up Green Canyon to bat. Well, Mark, before we get started here with Green Canyon coming up, it's the top of the order, Abe Olson. Got to remind our friends here in Southern Utah and in Logan, if you're ever heading up and down I-15 through Cedar City, you got to stop by a Rally Stop.
Oh, yeah.
Refuel your car, grab some snacks, and you get back on the road. It's a good spot to head off the road for just a little bit. They're not too far off of I-15. A couple of locations in Cedar, so stop by Rally Stop when you're heading through Cedar City. Abe Olson gets pitch thrown behind him. No, they're going to say it got him. I didn't know if that hit him. It looked like it just kind of was thrown behind him, but he said, yep, it got me, I guess.
Well, he sold it, and then he stood there for a second just to see if the home plate umpire was going to let him go on down there, and he said, yeah, go ahead. And Aiden Mace just kind of standing on the mound like, seriously? I don't think that hit him.
I don't think it hit him either. And I think his look back to the ump was his proof of maybe saying, yeah, I actually didn't get hit, but if you say I did, then I'll get down there. But hey, that's part of the game. Sometimes you got to play the ump like that, So he finds his way to first. Bringing up Cade Atkinson.
And that's what Green Canyon needs right now. They just need base runners to try to cut into this lead a little bit. Especially with the leadoff hitter on now.
Swing and a miss from Atkinson for strike one. They check that runner back at first. He's not there in time. 0-1 count. Swing and a miss for strike two. So this is our first hit by pitch this game. Now we've mentioned this before. We had 18 yesterday throughout the 4 different games. At least that we, from what we can see and keep track of. High, ball one. So today's been a lot better. A little less sloppy when it comes to some hit by pitches.
Absolutely, it has been.
Now, I don't know if this is a correlation or not. We saw a lot more home runs yesterday. We haven't seen any today. In one game, we saw 3. This one's ripped into right field. Getting underneath it, making the grab. For out number 1. So good play out there by Kyson Millen. Brings up Zach Gerritsen, third base for the Wolves. He struck out his first at-bat, grounded out to short his second. Zach struggling a little bit today after a good day yesterday. This one in the dirt. Here's the pitch, and it's rocked. That's going. That's going. That is gone.
Wow.
Right on cue, and I say no home runs. Zach Geertsen with the 2-run shot.
Geertsen gets Green Canyon on the board with a big-time bomb. And here's the thing. They are right back in this game now, 5-2. Chasing 3 is much different than chasing 5. And they're not done yet. There's still only 1 out.
Geertsen hit that right over the 380-foot mark. Over a section of the wall that starts to slant up, too, so it was a taller section of the wall.
Yeah.
That was a long, long home run. A little bit of a meeting going on the mound now for the
probably
Pineview infield, just to say, hey, we're good.
Just to calm down the junior.
Yeah, don't get too in your head about this. You've had a great game so far. Pitched 4 strikeouts. The infield is doing what they need to do. You let 1 go. It's okay. The Green Canyon dugout over there, they're all excited. They're singing and everything. They're rocking and rolling now.
Yeah, they definitely got some softball chants over there.
First pitch to Erickson, curveball right into the zone for strike 1. High outside ball 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Off speed. Got him swinging way ahead of it and fouling it off for strike 2. Well, we've reached the dreaded 99.
Yes.
99 degrees here in southern Utah.
Ugh. We sure have.
It's at that point where any hotter than this, it's just hot. Right back to the mound, through the legs of Mace, and it goes into center field for a base hit.
It looks like they're timing Mace up a little bit now, especially with those off-speed pitches, and they're just sending them right back to where they came from, right back up the middle.
Brings up Coleman Bob, who's already got on base twice. He had a double and a single. Tough position to be in right now for Pineview with 1 out. You already have 1 run on and a 2-run homer this inning. And so mentally it's tough, but they are in a good position to keep them from scoring.
Yeah, and Coleman Bob stepping into the box now has had a great day today.
Yeah.
So you're facing a hot hitter against a pitcher that's struggling a little bit.
As he sends this one into center, that's probably going to fall in. It does. That's going to bring a run in to score, put Bob on second. He might go around for third. He stays on second. But that does bring in a 3rd run this inning in Riker Erickson.
Again, on cue for Bob. Hot hitter, struggling pitcher, and he gaps it out into the right center gap for a RBI double. Now the score 5-3, Pineview up on Green Canyon, but Green Canyon making a charge. Bob's out in scoring position on second base, and there's still only 1 out here for the Panthers.
Trayson Jensen, shortstop's going to be heading into the box. His last at-bat was a strikeout, and he has also grounded out to short.
Number 30, Trayson Jensen.
So Jensen has struggled, but as of right now, I don't think that matters too much for Green Canyon. They're feeling it.
Yeah, they've got a little momentum on their side now.
Goes under the catcher's legs. Coleman's going to take off for third and get there easy. So now you got a runner in an easy scoring position in third. Big sixth inning here now for Green Canyon. That makes that inning for Pineview. I think it was their third inning. The third inning, they had a runner on third and first. Another one in the dirt. That's 2-0 count now to Jensen. But yeah, it makes innings like that look tough now for Pineview, where you wish you could have got some runs in. Popped up right field. Can he get to it in the wind? He does. Coleman's going to tag up. Play at the plate's not going to be there in time, so that'll bring in one more run on the sacrifice fly.
And good piece of hitting. He put that out there in the air on the right side of the field, so that gave Bob plenty of time to score from third.
So 2 outs, no one on, but 4 runs have come in, bringing up Nick Bauk, who struck out his first at-bat, or excuse me, his last at-bat. His first at-bat hit one over to shortstop. And a quick tag out was the final out of that inning.
Well, we have ourselves a baseball game here now, Caden.
Yeah, it's 5-4.
We were just talking right before this inning how, even though it was just 5-0, it just felt like Pineview had control of this game. Well, that is no longer.
And the longer the Panthers are out there on the field, the harder it gets, because they're, again, 99 degrees out there right now.
It's got to be toasty.
So, and in the black uniforms, the longer they're out there, the tougher this is going to get, because they're hot and sweaty, and they're not excited to stay out there any longer than they need to. Quick ball 4.
I think Pineview needs to think about a pitching change. It looks like
they will.
Aiden Mace pitched a great game up until this 6th inning, where things kind of have gotten away from him. Some of his own doing and some of Green Canyon's doing. He led off the inning with that hit batter.
Yeah.
And then followed up by a 2-run shot, home run. So, again, a little bit of his undoing, a little bit of Green Canyon as well, just hitting the ball. And we've got a great ball game here now at Bruce Hurst Field. 5-4 Pineview up on Green Canyon. Green Canyon scored all 4 here in the top of the 6th, and Pineview with a pitching change.
That'll bring in Brady Barney to pitch. And while he gets warmed up, we will take ourselves a break. So we will take 1 minute and be right back after this.
The Old Gristmill is a little piece of heaven. Traditional favorites that make everyone feel like life is oh so good. That famous made-to-order lunch special with the bread you love, delicious meat, veggies to your liking, and a fresh baked cookie, chips, and drink. Muffins, scones, bagels, cheese bread, sweet rolls baked fresh daily. The Old Gristmill also serves delicious breakfast sandwiches in Smithfield and South Logan. The Old Gristmill, now open in South Logan, Smithfield, and Logan. The Old Gristmill, here for you.
More and more people are turning to CashValleyDaily.com for their source of information on what's going on in our community. They're finding relevant news online and on the Cache Valley Daily app. From what's happening in local political elections to breaking news that you don't have to wait a few days to read about, to photo galleries of the latest games. If it's happening in our community, it's on CashValleyDaily.com and on the free Cache Valley Daily app. Local, relevant news, online, on time, all the time. CashValleyDaily.com.
So again, pitching change here for Pineview. Brady Barney with 2 outs. Trying to get warmed up out there, which I don't think warming up is the problem, that's for sure.
Yeah, certainly not warming up, but stretching that arm out.
Stretching out. 4 runs have scored for Green Canyon to make this a 4-5 ball game. Pineview with that slight lead. Green Canyon does have a runner on first, so anything could happen here in this one now. With Pineview being the home team, that does mean that they have the opportunity to, if Green Canyon takes a lead, they will have the opportunity in the 7th to come back from that.
Yep. Yeah, sure.
So 2 outs. Stepping into the box now is Caden Stewart. First pitch is away for ball 1.
So just to reset here, Pineview with the pitching change. Aiden Mace just got yanked. Pitched a great game up through the 5th. Green Canyon scored 4 here in the top of the 6th.
Ooh, that one was close, but still just outside for a ball.
To make it a 5-4 Panther lead over the Wolves.
Checks the runner at first. Fouled off. 2-1 to Caden Stewart, left fielder for Green Canyon. Inside, it's ball 3.
Mark, M-A-R-K. You want me to text it to you? I'll text it to you. Oh, perfect. Yes.
It's 3-1, 2 outs. Runner on first.
Thanks, buddy. Okay, you bet. Bye.
Barney steps up to the mound. Stewart, the lefty, in the box. The pitch. Swung on. Right to short. Tag at second. That'll take us to the end of the inning. So with that, brings up the bottom of the 6th. Pineview faces off against 8 of the 9 in the lineup, 4 coming in to score. And you're in a situation now, Pineview, yes, you still have the lead, but there's a point where they were hoping to maybe get a 10-run, and now all of a sudden you're facing a 5-4 lead. That's not fun.
Yeah, after the first 2 innings, the bats have went silent for Pineview. We thought there was definitely an opportunity, the way those first innings were going, that this game could end sooner than most people might think. But, yeah, we've got a real live baseball game now, 5-4 Pineview. With the Wolves kind of with the momentum on their side. Let's see if Pineview can answer back and get a couple of those runs back at least to try to get some of that momentum back in their dugout.
Yep. So with that, let's take a quick break. We'll be back here in just a minute from Dixie State University.
Thank you for voting Adams Wealth Advisors the gold winner for Best Financial Planner in the Best of Northern Utah competition. Understanding your family, jobs, and goals is how Adams Wealth Advisors will continue to earn your trust.
This is Craig Adams. At Adams Wealth Advisors, we are here to help you receive peace of mind whether you've done a lot of planning or a little planning. Count on our team at Adams Wealth Advisors for honesty, professionalism, and integrity.
Visit adamswealthadvisors.com or call 752-1702 to schedule a time with an advisor today. Please see adamswealthadvisors.com for more information on these recent awards.
T-shirts are more popular than ever. The one that has the perfect statement or a one-of-a-kind design. They really do make you look. Great Basin Graphics has the best screen printers and equipment creating custom, retail-quality shirts at great prices. Employees look great and clients will always wear high-quality T-shirts advertising your product or service. Great Basin Graphics design, screen print, and embroider everything and anything. Google Great Basin Graphics or visit their new location at 966 West 400 North.
Great Basin Graphics. We made you look.
To the plate after allowing 4 runs to score from Green Canyon in 1 inning. tightening it up to a 5-4 ball game. Pineview still leads this one, but just barely.
Yeah, close game here, 5-4. It is a just barely kind of game for sure, Caden.
The wind's starting to pick up a little bit more. This time it's changed directions. Coming out from behind home plate a little bit. So Abe Olson will come in from center field and head out to the mound to pitch. Setting Caden Stewart from left into center. And I believe they put Riker Erickson in left.
Leading off for the Panthers, the pitcher, number
Brady Barney stepping into the box.
Barney.
He was batting DH, but now he's on the mound.
Yeah. That's the flexibility when you have a player like that it doesn't even change the order at all.
A little two-way player. First pitch, watched it go by for a strike.
And I do think it would be good for, it's kind of strange saying this because they have the lead, but I do think it would be a good psyche for the Panthers to get a run this inning. Just get a little bit of momentum back in that dugout because right now it is all with the Green Canyon.
Well, and this is a solid rip into right center field. He's going to round, go for two, and he will be there with a double. Ooh, he hit hard with that left knee.
He slid a little bit late, and knee hit right on that bag, and it just kind of abruptly stopped him. That's a little dangerous.
But it is a double for Barney. Leadoff hitter for the Panthers, taking it back to the top of the lineup to Luke Iverson.
Looks like Preston Christensen is the speed-up runner for the pitcher.
But you want him to stay out of the sun as much as possible as a pitcher. Get him out of the sun, get him cooled down, give him some water.
He's got to get in there and get fresh.
Say, thanks for the double. Now, you're going to have to pitch us out of this game in the next inning, so go get cool.
Yeah, you want him fresh when he gets out there on that mound. So Panthers now with a runner in scoring position. They haven't pushed across a run since the bottom of the second.
Here's the pitch. Got it for a strike. 0-1 count now. Again, this is Luke Iverson in the box. No outs, runner on second.
And again, a couple of shout out to our Region 11 sponsors on 104.5 The Ranch.
Away for ball one, 1-1.
Adams Wealth Advisors. Great Basin Graphics. We certainly appreciate all of your support for high school sports for sure. McDonald's, Old Grist Mill, and Logo Shop. And again, we are broadcasting to our friends up on 104.5 The Ranch.
Fouled away. Strike two. Of course, thank our listeners here in Southern Utah.
Absolutely.
On 99.5 Fox Sports Southern Utah or 93.1 in Cedar. Or if you're listening on foxsportssu.com.
Mobile app soon to come. In fact, that's what it says on our website.
Does it really?
Yeah, it does. It says mobile apps.
I haven't been on there for a week or so, so that must be a new addition.
Yeah.
We've been pushing them for it.
Yeah.
We'll get there. Here's the pitch. Outside. It's a 2-2 count now to Luke Iverson. Iverson has gotten the bat on the ball at every at-bat. 2 singles. He's 2 for 3. And then he also had a grounder to second. Got in the windup, turn around to face second, but there's no one there to check the runner, so steps off the mound.
I'll tell you what, I'm not going to be broadcasting the next game. Keith is going to come and join you for that broadcast. And I think I'm going to go and take a nap. I'm tired.
Take a nap,
this
go and
sun
some
is
AC.
This sun is just Oh,
They got him with the old trick.
Oh, my God.
I don't know why he moved. The ball wasn't there.
The old fake hidden ball trick pulled off by Green Canyon.
I was watching him like he didn't throw the ball, and he tried to stay on second for a little bit, and then he was like, wait, did it go though?
And just to give you an idea visually, when he turned and didn't throw the ball, but he faked like he did, the center fielder crashed, the second baseman and the shortstop went running out to the outfield, and so
the pitcher just stepped up and tagged him.
Yes,
Well, he went for the tag, threw it over to third, and third base tagged him, but...
Oh, my goodness. I haven't seen that in so long, and now a swinging strikeout.
So 2 outs. We'll talk about a momentum killer for Pineview.
Unbelievable play by the Wolves. I haven't seen that in a long time.
I want to know what the little call was, the little hand motions were to get everyone on the same page for that, because that was pretty good.
It's usually set up by the catcher.
First pitch is low. This is Andrew Shakespeare up now after that strikeout to Luke Iverson. Facing a 1-0 count.
That could be our Morgan Pest Control play of the defensive play of the game.
This one's ripped foul. 1-1.
Certainly, if you like trickery, that was...
the coordination of the whole infield to be able to get that done for Green Canyon.
No question.
Hats off to you.
They all deserve acting awards, the Oscars,
and even
whatever
the bench. Even the bench is calling up, pass ball, go.
Oh, my gosh. We'll be talking about that play for a bit.
Hey, and if they somehow don't pull out this game, they at least have something they can look back on and be proud of.
So
even
awesome.
if it's just 1 out. Here's the pitch. Outside. Evens it up at 2 apiece. Shakespeare had a triple in his first at-bat, a single in his second, and he flew out to center. So he's 2 for 3 so far today. Full count.
Does it feel like it's going on 4 o'clock, Caden?
Yeah. It's getting there. It's been a long day. It's a lot of baseball.
Well, and it's turning into a long week. That's the thing.
It really is. When I was pulling back up here this morning, I'm like, here we go again, day 3. Swung on, strike 3, and that will bring an end.
I'll tell you what, Green Canyon has the momentum right now. I wouldn't be surprised if they go out there and put 2 or 3 on the board to really make Pineview, put a little pressure on Pineview's offense in the bottom of the 7th. We'll see what happens, but right now, Pineview up 5-4.
We'll take a break. Be back right after this.
When it's important to make an impression, call on the Logo Shop. They specialize in designing and customizing your logo onto t-shirts, golf shirts, jackets, and hats. Your logo will look great on name brand apparel from Nike, Travis Mathew, OGO, North Face, Under Armour, and Carhartt. The Logo Shop can put your logo on literally thousands of items: pens, water bottles, mugs, travel accessories, outdoor gear like Yeti coolers. Call on the Logo Shop and check out the possibilities.
The Logo Shop. Logo stuff. The Logo Shop.
Your Cash and Box Elder McDonald's are proud to be part of your community. Team members at your local McDonald's take pride in being part of your community. Supporting local high school sports, USU Aggies, and many wonderful arts and cultural events is how your local McDonald's says thank you. Your local McDonald's is hiring. Let McDonald's work for you with flexible hours, tuition reimbursement, great pay, plus meals and other perks. Apply at careers.mcdonalds.com today. That's careers.mcdonalds.com, or apply in person. McDonald's and its franchisees are equal opportunity employers, committed to a diverse and inclusive workforce.
6. They got top of the 7th. They had all of that momentum with 4 runs in the top of the 6th, 3 up, 3 down in some way, I guess, with the tag out at on a fake play at second base. Couple of strikeouts.
Well, it was looking good for Pineview to maybe get a run back, and
especially off that first double right there.
That's what I'm saying. They were looking good for that, but, man, Green Canyon shuts the door.
Kason Proctor stands up to the plate. Takes the first one as a ball. Barney on the mound, seeing if he can close things out. 3 outs here from Pineview would seal the deal. Blooper over to short. The play is not there.
Oh, no.
Off the mark. That's going to push a run over to second. And he's in there standing up.
Well, the leadoff hitter puts the ball in play, just puts pressure on the defense. I'm sure Brandon definitely wants that ball back. He makes that play probably 9 out of 10 times, the Pineview shortstop. But credit to the Wolves. He put the ball into play, put pressure on the defense. Roundy throws it away, and he is now standing on second in scoring position with 0 outs.
So meeting going on up there on the mound. Coach comes out and talks to his infield a little bit and says, look, I know there's pressure, but we can't let it get to us. Just play our brand of baseball. Let's get out of this, okay? We got one guy on second. Here's the game plan. It's a tough position to be in. No outs. First batter up, just off of an error or something that should have been a routine play. You should have 1 out. Instead, you have a runner on second, no outs.
But again, Green Canyon just with all the momentum right now, and it just seems how when your team gets that momentum, just how things just don't go your way. And right now, that's the way it is with Pineview.
So the Pineview coach talking to the official.
pitchers?
Looks like there's some sort of a change going on. Yeah, they are changing pitchers. Interesting.
Is that number 11?
Not sure who they have out there. I will say Pineview's jerseys look great. Tough to tell what number that is right now. It's either 11 or 10.
Yeah, I think it's 10.
Now pitching for the Panthers, number 10, Brandon Roundy.
Yep, it is. They're going to bring in Brandon Roundy.
That's probably a smart move because, again, for these two teams, there is no tomorrow. You can't save anybody.
No.
Now, being that there's no outs here, he's probably only going to get 1 inning of work in. Well, that's what the Panthers hope anyways, just 1 inning of work. It'll be like throwing a bullpen, maybe 20 to 30 pitches. He pitched a little bit 2 days ago, I believe.
Most of it was done by his brother Brock.
Yeah, he's the right-handed Roundy on the mound.
So again, with no outs and a runner on second, Roundy, who was playing short, that brings in Kyson Millen from right field to play shortstop, and it looks like they put Brady Barney out there in right field. So up to bat now, Abe Olson, who came in to pitch. Olson goes for the bunt, and it goes foul. Trying to advance that runner into scoring position at third.
And again, that puts pressure on the defense even when you're doing a sacrifice because the third baseman has to crash or the pitcher has to crash, and you got to make a good throw down to first. And if not, that runner's going to just turn round third and head to home.
Now you're in a tough position for Olson. He's facing a 0-2 count.
Yeah, now he's, I'm sure, swinging away.
He swings away right into the glove of second base for out number 1.
Such a good hit. Contact was fantastic, but it was right to the Panther second baseman.
It's a good play there by Nash Schroeder for out number 1 and bringing up Kate Atkinson.
Now, if you're Green Canyon, you have got to push this run across to extend this game. Whether you put hit and run on, you've got to put some motion on.
Strike 1 called. One thing about Brandon Roundy, he's pitching strikes.
Make something happen if you're Green Canyon. Don't just let it come to you. Make it happen.
Ooh, swing on strike 2.
Boy, he had some velocity
heat
on that one.
What's 99 degrees? It's hot, and man, he threw some extra heat on that. Fouled away to stay alive on a 0-2 count. Hey, I'm a fan of this right now from Roundy. Pitch strikes.
Oh, yeah, he's just coming in firing.
Roundy set. His pitch. Oh, high. I think he tried to go with a little bit different pitch there. It almost looked like it could have been change up. A little fell off at the end, but got him looking. Strike 3.
Big strikeout for Roundy. Now we got 2 outs, 1 on still in scoring position.
So 1 out here.
And
as
again,
Zach Geertsen comes up now. Geertsen with the 2-run homer.
Yeah.
Last at bat. 1 out. Wins it for Pineview. And a couple runs scored puts Green Canyon in a position where they're leading heading into the bottom of the 7th.
Or even just a hit here by Geertsen will extend this game to the bottom of the 7th, and then you're going to put a little pressure on the Pineview offense to try to win it.
Here's the pitch. In there for strike 1.
Definitely off speed there by Brandon.
This might be one of the more exciting finishes we've had too here. This one's good.
Yeah, this is a nice one. Certainly comparable to that Dixie Bear River game last night. Again, you get those 1-run games here late in the game. It just leads for good dramatics.
Hit over to third into the gap. That's going to bring a runner around from third. The play at the plate is there. Oh, and he cut it off. The play was there.
I am surprised he cut that ball.
He should have let that go. He should have let that go. We have a tied game now in the top of the 6th. Or 7th. Excuse me, top of the 7th. Tied game.
Wow.
You had to play at the plate. It could have been out number 3. And he kind of got a talking to from his teammates there saying, it was there. What'd you cut that off for?
Jeez.
And I understand you don't want more runs to advance.
Now he's talking to the dugout now, too. I'm sure some coaches said a few things, but...
Wow, so we have ourselves a tied game here. Checking that run at first. Yeah, the life of this Panther team is just kind of starting to fall away. With 2 outs, man. What a break from that hit by Geertsen. Called strike number 1. This is Riker Erickson now up to bat.
Again, in a game that we thought Pineview had complete control over, it is now tied 5-5.
Swinging and a miss, strike 2. Now we will be heading into a bottom of the 7th, and big question is, can Pineview find a way to walk off this game? Guess we'll see. But Green Canyon right now has so much momentum since the 6th innings. This one's hit well to third, and Becker loses it.
So now the go-ahead run gets on second base in scoring position. And with Bob coming up.
Now Coleman's been hot. He's had a hit every single at-bat. And a hit here, a single here, could drive in another run and give Green Canyon the lead. He's had 2 doubles and a single.
Yeah, he's had a great game.
If you're Pineview, this is not who you want to see. If you're Green Canyon, he might be your saving grace.
Oh,
here.
yeah. In Green Canyon dugout, you're saying right kid right now.
Big swing and a miss for strike 1. Maybe that's what you do. Roundy kept that one high. Maybe you just got to give him some higher pitches. Get him swinging at those. Whoa, right back at the coach. The coach tried to barehand it and said that was a bad idea. Had some velocity behind it. 0-2 count now to Coleman. Bob? Here's the pitch. High. I like the idea of going outside the zone with it, but that was a little too high, a little too much on it. 1-2 count. Again, tied game here at 5. Swung on, fouled away.
Boy, he was lucky to get a piece of that.
Oh, he barely got a piece of that. That was just enough to change trajectory of it just a little bit.
Yeah, and that's all he was doing. He just wanted to put the bat on the ball and foul it off because that probably was going to be a called strike.
Pitch down the third baseline, foul. Right off the handle,
yeah,
so.
Little nubbler down there.
Staying strong on the 1-2. Did he go?
Nope.
Ooh, they're saying no. It's a 2-2 count. Two count, 2 outs, 2 runners on. Tied ball game here in the top of the 7th. Here's the pitch. And called strike 3.
Well, here we go, Pineview Panthers. You've got an opportunity to win this game. You're going to have 3 outs to do it. We're going to the bottom of the 7th. All tied up at 5-5 over here at Brucehurst Field on Fox Sports Southern Utah.
Be back right after this.
The old grist mill is a little piece of heaven. Traditional favorites that make everyone feel like life is oh so good. That famous made-to-order lunch special with the bread you love, delicious meat, veggies to your liking, and a fresh baked cookie, chips, and drink. Muffins, scones, bagels, cheese bread, sweet rolls baked fresh daily. The old grist mill also serves delicious breakfast sandwiches in Smithfield and South Logan. The old grist mill, now open in South Logan, Smithfield, and Logan. The old grist mill, here for you.
More and more people are turning to CashValleyDaily.com for their source of information on what's going on in our community. They're finding relevant news online and on the Cache Valley Daily app. From what's happening in local political elections to breaking news that you don't have to wait a few days to read about, to photo galleries of the latest games. If it's happening in our community, it's on CashValleyDaily.com and on the free Cache Valley Daily app. Local, relevant news, online, on time, all the time. CashValleyDaily.com.
Pineview can walk this off with just a single run to come in to score, or Green Canyon can send this into extra innings by, of course, just leaving Pineview scoreless. So it's Caden Formaster and Mark Musgrave.
The voice you know for most of you.
Here at Dixie State University, broadcasting this game. And all games here. If you want to keep on listening to what we've got going on here, you can listen on Fox Sports Southern Utah. You can go to foxsportssu.com. We're broadcasting every game here from the 4A state tournament. So far, again, this is the 10th game. The upcoming matchup will be between the Dixie Flyers and the Snow Canyon Warriors. Those two teams have faced off already twice this year, split those wins.
I'm looking forward to that matchup.
It should be a good one.
I really believe it will be.
Now, the winner of this game, They'll have a little bit of time to go and go rest and cool down a little bit.
Maybe throw down a Chick-fil-A sandwich.
They could throw down a sandwich. Maybe grab a hot dog here at the concessions. I don't know, but they'll have a little bit of time before facing off against Crimson Cliffs tonight.
Crimson Cliffs, they went to school today. They've been in air conditioning all day. I'm sure they'll be nice and fresh, hydrated.
Start things off, it's Brandon Roundy. He stepped onto the mound to start pitching today. Here in the 6th inning or 7th. Did they put him in the 7th?
Yeah, it was just the top of that inning.
He's yet to get a hit this game. First pitch in, called for a strike.
Brandon doesn't like it.
He's a little inside. I can understand the frustration there, but
it looked like it might have been down a little bit as well.
Here's the pitch fouled away. Strike 2. Now, if you're Brandon, the last thing you want to do is getting out here because that's just going to fire up Green Canyon that much more.
Yeah, Brandon, he really needs to find his way on base here somehow. Get the leadoff hitter on and just try to push him across.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. And catcher dropped it, so they have to do a throw down at first, but it's still there. So that is a strikeout for out number 1 on Brandon Roundy. Brings up Brock Roundy. Here's the pitch. Down in the zone, strike 1. Green Canyon wants to send this one into extra innings, don't they?
Well, that's how they're going to extend their tournament, their bracket play, is to try to get it to the next inning. And then maybe even play later on tonight. One of these two teams will be.
Here's the pitch. A little too low. That's ball 1. 1-1 count to Brock Roundy.
Pineview thinks, why not us? We should be playing tonight. And Green Canyon's like, hold on, why not us? 5-5.
Outside, it's ball 2. Low and in the dirt.
It's all about base runners.
It's 3-1 count right now. If you're Brock Roundy, you have a good count of 3-1. You don't necessarily have to swing at whatever comes across. Just get on base. Oh, and he does swing at it. Goes to second, over to first for out number 1. Or excuse me, out number 2. Brings up Nash Schroeder, 5th in the lineup for the Panthers. Nash's last at-bat was a single.
The second baseman, Nash Schroeder.
No, 2 outs. Tied game again here, 5-5. Swung on, hit right to short. Shortstop fields it. And that will send it into extra innings.
Nice looking play there by the shortstop and first baseman. And we've got some free baseball here now, Caden.
I know it. You just thought you wanted to go home and take a nap, huh?
Man, they've really put a monkey wrench into that idea.
Well, we will head into the 8th inning. Again, this one tied at 5. First extra innings ball game we've had so far. So
yeah.
Stick around and we will be back in just 1 minute.
Thank you for voting Adams Wealth Advisors the gold winner for Best Financial Planner in the Best of Northern Utah competition. Understanding your family, jobs, and goals is how Adams Wealth Advisors will continue to earn your trust.
This is Craig Adams. At Adams Wealth Advisors, we are here to help you receive peace of mind whether you've done a lot of planning or a little planning. Count on our team at Adams Wealth Advisors for honesty, professionalism, and integrity.
Visit adamswealthadvisors.com or call 752-1702 to schedule a time with an advisor today. Please see adamswealthadvisors.com for more information on these recent awards.
T-shirts are more popular than ever. The one that has the perfect statement or a one-of-a-kind design. They really do make you look. Great Basin Graphics has the best screen printers and equipment creating custom, retail-quality shirts at great prices. Employees look great and clients will always wear high-quality T-shirts advertising your product or service. Great Basin Graphics design, screen print, and embroider everything and anything. Google Great Basin Graphics or visit their new location at 966 West 400 North.
Great Basin Graphics. We made you look, made you look.
Tied it all up in the 7th inning with just a single run. So with the way they're cooking right now, they very well could get themselves a lead heading in here to the 8th. They'll have shortstop Trayson Jensen coming up, followed by Nick Bauck and Caden Stewart.
Yeah, right now, like we were saying earlier, all the momentum right now is still with Green Canyon.
Trayson Jensen steps into the box. Strong hit to short, fielded well, throw over to first, on target and in time for out number 1.
That starts the inning off really well for the Panthers, keeping that leadoff hitter off the base paths and getting that one out.
Yeah, this top of the lineup for Green Canyon has been really good. So right now, if you're Pineview, you're facing this bottom part of the lineup. This is kind of where you want to make sure to hold everything off here.
Yeah, you don't want to get it. You don't want to get to the top of that lineup again. Just get these hitters right here and then try to come back and win it in the bottom of the 8th.
This is Nick Bauck up to bat. Fouls this one away. First pitch to him was a ball, so it's a 1-1 count now. That one bounces its way over into the football stadium. Here's the pitch. Fouled away over towards Pineview Panthers dugout. 1-2 count. 1 out. This one's solidly hit out into left center. Center fielder under it. Makes the grab for out number 2.
Definitely got some good barrel on it. Got on under it just a hair. But that's just a long second out.
That brings up Caden Stewart, left fielder. He's got a good name, Caden. I like it.
He spells it with a C, though.
Yeah, well, sounds the same at least. Outside ball 1.
We have on Macy's side of the family, one of her sisters married a Mark, spelled with a C. And since I have seniority, we call him Mark with a C. That's his full name.
I like it. Mark with a C, huh?
Mark with a C, when we're talking about him.
2-0 count. Ooh, that one was close.
It really was.
That was close. Let's make it a 3-0. Here's the pitch. It's in the zone. Strike 1. And the pitch. In the zone for strike 2. Full count. Full count. Swung at. This one's well hit into center. And that's out number 3. 3 up, 3 down for the Panthers.
Yeah, good half inning there defensively for Pineview, so it gives them a chance to come up to bat in the bottom of the 8th to try to win this and end this game and advance to tonight's nightcap game.
So let's take a quick minute break and be back with you for the bottom of the 8th coming up here in just a minute from Dixie State University.
When it's important to make an impression, call on the Logo Shop. They specialize in designing and customizing your logo onto t-shirts, golf shirts, jackets, and hats. Your logo will look great on name brand apparel from Nike, Travis Mathew, OGO, North Face, Under Armour, and Carhartt. The Logo Shop can put your logo on literally thousands of items: pens, water bottles, mugs, travel accessories, outdoor gear like Yeti coolers. Call on the Logo Shop and check out the possibilities.
The Logo Shop. Logo stuff. The Logo Shop.
Your Cash and Box Elder McDonald's are proud to be part of your community. Team members at your local McDonald's take pride in being part of your community. Supporting local high school sports, USU Aggies, and many wonderful arts and cultural events is how your local McDonald's says thank you. Your local McDonald's is hiring. Let McDonald's work for you with flexible hours, tuition reimbursement, great pay, plus meals and other perks. Apply at careers.mcdonalds.com today. That's careers.mcdonalds.com, or apply in person. McDonald's and its franchisees are equal opportunity employers, committed to a diverse and inclusive workforce.
State University getting ready for the bottom of the 8th inning. Green Canyon went 3 up, 3 down in the last one, so that brings up Pineview to the plate. Now Mark stepped away for just a second. He'll be back with us shortly. But that will bring up for Pineview, number 29, Kyson Mill. And Kyson has had some good at-bats recently. He had a single his last at-bat. He had good play over there at shortstop, too, to round out the top of the 8th. So Millen, a righty, steps into the box. Here's the pitch. Has to duck for ball 1. Millen is set. In the pitch. Well hit into shallow right. It's a base hit. Oh, and the ball gets past the first baseman, but the catcher's there to back it up. So he'll stay on first with base hit. Bringing up Ian Becker. Ian Becker is struggled to play it a little bit today. He did have a single in the 3rd, so he's 1 of 2 as of right now. Ian Becker, third base here for the Panthers. Pitcher is set. Throw is caught inside for strike 1. Welcome back, Mark.
Well, thank you. I had to take a phone call from my oldest son back in North Carolina.
How's he doing?
He's doing great. He was kind of in a spot where he was breaking up. I said, dude, you got to call me back.
Good swing here by Becker, right out to center field. It's out number 1.
And then I went and got my cooler filled up of ice.
Ah, there you go.
Sheesh. I told her, I said, you're saving lives and you don't even know it.
Number 24, Dylan.
So Dylan Becker now steps in. Good fastball, but a little low in the zone. That is ball 1. Again, a runner on first, 1 out now. Still tied up at 5 apiece. A score here from Pineview would call it quits. They check that runner at first, getting back down.
I don't see it on top of the closet.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just kidding.
That's where I got this.
Oh, okay, yo, good comeback.
I did, seriously.
Oh, for reals?
Yeah. Oh. Just got the street tacos.
This one a little down and out. That is ball 2. 2-0 count.
You know what sounds good, Caden?
What's that?
Tacos Plaza.
Man, I love Tacos Plaza.
That's just where Keith came from.
And he didn't share?
He did offer.
Oh.
They've got too many onions on there for me.
Oh, yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Ball hard hit to shortstop. Not there in time.
Everybody is safe. Everybody is safe.
Good hard hit over to short, but he just kind of bobbled it around on the ground for too long. Tried to get it to second base, but it wasn't there in time, so that brings 2 runners up with only 1 out.
Well, Jensen down there at short, just trying to rush it just a little bit. And by doing so, just couldn't pull it in time to even get the lead runner out.
So timeout taken. Green Canyon going to step up to the mound and have a conversation for a little bit. Coach coming out now. It's going to be Brady Barney coming up for the Panthers here in just a minute. He's done pretty well. He's had a double and a triple. He also had a line out to center, so he's getting the ball in the outfield. So we'll see what kind of production he can bring at bat here shortly, but I'm not sure if they're going to have a pitching change for Green Canyon just to kind of change things up a bit, or if it's going to stay the same. Looks like it will stay the same.
Umpires indicate that their first visit to the mound this inning. To the scorebook, the official scorebook.
How many are they allowed?
I think just 2 per inning. And then you have to change.
All right, everyone's set. Batter in the box. Pitcher ready. He steps off the back of the mound. He's going to reset.
Now, these are high-pressure pitches right here, Caden.
Yeah.
I mean, the game is on the line. You're in the 4A state championship bracket play tournament. You know, lose and you go home. Elimination game. These are high-pressure pitches.
Here's the pitch. That's outside. It's ball. 1-0 count to Barney.
And the same to be said about the hitters.
Sure.
I mean, these, you know.
It's a tight ball game. Pressure is.
You always want to be the hero.
Yeah.
Get the walk-off single.
Well, and right now you could.
Absolutely.
Throw something into right field, and you're. You know, it's in there for a strike. 1-1 count. Yeah, you throw something, just a grounder in the 3-4 gap right there.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
You could potentially have. You could have that game-winning hit.
That's what you always dream about, right?
Yeah.
Just that walk-off RBI single, RBI double, home run.
It's another strike. That was a beautiful pitch. The pitch swung on and fouled away.
Good cut.
It was probably a little high in the zone.
But with 2 strikes, you got to foul it off.
With 2 strikes, you got to swing at anything close. So, yeah, that's a good one to take a cut at. Well, there's been a few times we thought we might get ahead of the schedule, but
not anymore.
Today's going to be a late night, that's for sure.
Well, we're going to give you the last game off.
I appreciate that.
So you can get home to Enterprise.
Little blooper right over the head. Shortstop hits it over to first in time, but not before runners advance to second and third. That was out number 2. They might save it here. Green Canyon might.
Pineview team loves to go sliding in head first at first base. I've never been a fan. I don't think it gets you there
any faster,
any quicker, and the possibility of injury just skyrockets.
Yeah, let's say that first baseman has a bad catch on it. He goes to step off to the side, and now all of a sudden he's stepping on an arm, a back,
so many
neck.
Things can happen. But they do like doing it here at Pineview. I see the Panthers do it probably more so than any other team.
So 2 outs. Back to the top of the lineup with Luke Anderson. He's got a runner on third, so anything in play. wins this game.
Again, drama over here at Brucehurst Field. Elimination game, 5-5, bottom of the 8th. Oh, jeez. Doesn't get any better.
He's set. Here's the pitch. Oh, and the ball is behind the catcher. He goes. That's going to be game.
Oh.
Pineview wins on a pass ball.
Wow.
What a way to walk this one off.
The walk-off pass ball.
I can't believe it.
Pineview advances. Green Canyon, unfortunately, with a great run, they have been eliminated from the 4A state championship tournament. But what a run the Wolves had, though. Again, we talked about it early in the broadcast where they beat the higher-seeded Mountain Crest in the Super Regionals. They come down here for bracket play. They get a win. A loss, a win, and then a loss, but great run by the Wolves. Panthers will be facing a crosstown rival tonight in the Crimson Cliffs Mustangs in a rematch from yesterday.
Yeah, they will have a good rematch. Now, they've already faced off multiple times throughout the season, of course, so we're going to be seeing lots of rematches from here on out as only Region 10 teams remain.
It's so odd.
But definitely got to give some congrats to Green Canyon. They had that matchup against Mountain Crest in the Super Regionals where they came out of that one as a lower seed. And it was against a Mountain Crest team that they hadn't beat all year long. They came into this one, and they got a win here in day one.
Yeah.
And then they lost the last two, of course, for this double elimination, but they have to be proud of themselves this season.
Absolutely.
Especially here in the playoffs. They played really well here throughout the playoffs.
Yep,
So,
absolutely.
Pineview, who had the bye, of course, still able to move on now to face off against Crimson Cliffs later tonight. That leaves, of course, only 4 teams. All of them were the top 4 teams of 4A baseball.
Yeah.
So, with the teams left, that's kind of how it's played out throughout the season.
And that is one thing that I like about the double elimination bracket is that normally the top teams get into your championship play. So that's what I love about double elimination. And just one more shout out to our Region 11 Cache Valley 104.5 The Ranch sponsors. Thank you for your support. Adams Wealth Advisors, Great Basin Graphics, McDonald's, Old Grist Mill, and the Logo Shop. Thank you for listening.